guys, I just want to vent for a second. Just listen. Like, I just be thinking about a lot of things, and I find myself like, man, I couldn't be evil or vindictive if I wanted to. I couldn't do those things and still, go on like as if I was the person that I am. Because, it's a lot of things in life where you look at it and you be like, wow, what am I to do at this point? What am I to do in this situation? What am I to do with this situation? And, a lot of times you can say, hey, people treated you like shit. People made you feel like shit. People made you feel like you weren't nothing. And if you was the last person on earth and you was on fire, they wouldn't even spit on you to put the fire out. And you've been in those situations before with situations, but God just don't, his people just not made for evil. His people is not made for bad. His people is not made for, get back. And I'm one of his people, and I'm not made to get back at anybody. I'm not made to, point fingers at nobody, and I'm not made to feel like I'm in competition with nobody. I'm not made to feel like I'm better than no one. And for that reason, I can continue on my path to be the person I am, because in people darkness, they call on you. Wonder why people call on you when they need you. And I had to realize growing up through my healing process, that the process that I'm in now, that when people think of you when in their darkest time, is because you're the brightest light in their life. And for that reason, I'm able to go on with this and understand with that in mind, that people will treat you like crap, but in that time of need, you the first person they need, the first person they want to call on, the first person they want to express themselves to. You the first person that they want to listen to them. You the first person that they want to vent to or be there for them, to listen, because because you have a caring heart, a heart that's above the little pay rate that these people here on physical realm are above that. Because in life, you got people that when you're down and out, you got people that care for you, care enough to be there if you need them. You got those ones that's gonna be at your every beck and call. You got those ones that you was at their every beck and call, but they ain't gonna show up for you. You got those ones that's gonna second guess you because you're not able to. You got those ones that's just there for what they can get from you. So you have to be very mindful in life when you live in your life like this. When things happen in your life, you gotta be very mindful when you're dealing with people like those people that's only there for you. That's only there for you when it's beneficial to them. You have a lot of those. You have a lot of those people in life. People that surround you every day, that you think that got your back, that you've been over backwards for, you'll go to war for, you'll treat your own kind like shit for. And then when you need them, they ain't nowhere to be found. Y'all have to understand, in life you got to make a decision to be a better person or to stay the same. Because when you stay the same, you stay around the same people that don't have your back. You stay around the same people that want you to fail. You stay around the same people that really don't care if you live or die. And not until you down and out you realize these things. But at that time, it feel like it's too late, a little bit too late, when you to realize that these people ain't here for me. Why these people ain't down for me, like talking about. Then you look around and you see the people that you pointed your finger at, the people that you talked about with, the same people that don't have your back. And them the only people that's standing strong for you. Y'all got to realize that in life, you got to understand that you can't just go around here treating people wrong because you feel like it. Apologize to those people that you done did wrong. Make amends with those people that you done did wrong. And stop treating those people that you done did wrong like they did you wrong. Because that's what's going on in this world as we speak. People do wrong by you and then put all the blame on you. Point all the fingers at you to make you feel like you did something wrong. Don't let them people cower you down. Don't let them people make you feel like you're in the wrong for, being who you are. Don't let them people make you feel like that wrong for wanting, loyalty from them, or wanting them to be better people to you. Don't allow people to make you feel like you're doing wrong. If you know that you're pure, you got a great soul, you do things from the heart, you don't care about how people say what people say to you, how people treat you, you still remain the same person that God meant for you to be. When you get to that point, it's like, no matter what happened, the people around you, you're not going to try to bring them down and hurt like they're trying to do you. Because anytime a situation arises and people in your life, and they know that the things that they're saying about you is not true, far from true, and they're saying those things to make you feel like you're in the wrong, get away from them people. Them not your people. Them not the people that's going to be there for you when you need them. Them not the people that's going to be at your every beck and call. Them not the people that's going to support you when you need support. Them not the people that's going to show up for you when you need somebody to show up for you. Understand, you need to reevaluate your people. People are not like talking about when it comes to things up like this. When it comes to things like, I need you because I need you to be here for me. I need you to support me. I need you to look after me. I need you to care for me. But then you got them same people in the same circle that's so-called gonna be there for you, gonna care for you, kiss their ass from front to back, and you treat those people that you don't have faith in like shit, and not until you need them to wipe your shit that you realize that these people was for me after all. This person that I cherish the most ain't so much after all. So in life, guys, you got to realize that you can't treat people any kind of way. You can't take people feelings and hurt them because you feel like it. You can't take people and treat them like crap because you feel like it. But there's a lot of things that goes on in life where people just take your kindness for granted. You can bend over backwards for these people. You can love these people to death. You can get them people everything they thought they ever wanted, thought they ever needed. You could be at their every beck and call, and they're gonna steal. They're gonna steal. Treat you as if you need them. Ain't that something? There's a lot of people that's going on. There's a lot of things like that that's going on with people to this day. But the people that you think that got your back, they don't have your back. People. The people that you think that wouldn't do you like that, them the ones that'll do you like that the quickest. So be mindful. Be mindful. I'd have been stabbed in the back so many times to the point where I'm like, no, if you let this happen again, it's your fault. If you let these same people come back in your life and cause things to happen in your life, it's your fault. Because you didn't see the red flags over and over again. It's constant right there in your face. It's constantly happening right there in your face, and you constantly allowing it to happen. It's your fault. So when you think about letting people back in your life, think about it. Do you want it to be your fault, or you want to, let those things go? You want to push those things to the side. You want to make those things as if, that it's not your fault. Push those people to the side. Gather your people that you need. Somebody that's going to be there for you when you can't be there for yourself. It's important to have those type of people around you. It's important to treat people with respect everywhere you go, because you never know who you're going to meet. My husband had an episode at the hospital yesterday where he fainted. He fainted. Got diuretic, pale, vomiting, all that. That happened to my husband yesterday. And I was like, my husband's down. I need some assistance at the doctor's office. And don't you know that woman came in that doctor's office was so rude and disrespectful. She said, "Why are you shaking?" To me. Like, mind you, my husband is down on the floor. Don't know what's going on with him. I'm like kind of reaching down to him, shaking, going 100 miles an hour. I don't know what's going on. And I kind of knew what was going on at the point, because had the episode before where he fell out at the hospital, bust his head for seeing a friend that was going through something, and the same thing happened. We was seeing someone in the hospital, and he couldn't take the fact of what was going on, and so he fainted. And so kind of knew what was kind of going on a little bit, but not for sure. So I was like, can I have some water, a wet towel or something? He needs to cool off at this point. And she was like, no, we don't have any water. I'm like, okay, we at a hospital, no water, okay. So after that, she gonna say, why are you shaking? I said, clearly you don't see my husband down on the floor. You don't see him. She was like, I said, what do you mean, why am I shaking? You don't see my husband? That was my exact attitude. And she said, oh, I was just saying, making sure you was okay. You can't tell me you was saying and making sure I was okay if you got one down on the floor and you ain't even concerned about him. You can miss me with that bullshit, because I don't roll like that. You know, you can't, you just thought you was gonna just talk to me any kind of way or something, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, and then my husband was still laying down, because he know how he feel. He need to just lay down and recoup and get himself back together. And it's not healthy. And this man just came out of nowhere. That she went and got him. They both came. It was 3 people came back then. This man stood over my husband. Hey, sir, you need to get up. We got one in ICU already. We don't need another one. We can't take care of you. You're gonna have to go check in at the ER. No concern. Nobody asked to prick his finger. Is he diabetic? Nobody asked to take his blood pressure. Nothing. Just plain rude, ridiculous. But I said all that to say this. It's so many people out here that's in positions that they don't deserve to be in. Because I know where in the hell you going to convince me that you in a hospital and you got somebody that came in here and then passed out, and you don't have no care in the world for this individual, and you ain't busy. You just sitting at that front desk doing, like, pretty much twirling your fingers. And you going to tell me that you gonna come to my husband being that rude and tell him he gonna have to get up and go because you can't care for him? Like, where is the matter? There ain't no way in the hell you gonna convince me that you work in the healthcare field and you don't have no type of compassion for others. See, that's what goes on in a lot of these situations. A lot of these people in positions to work and lead, but they can't even lead themselves. They can't even lead themselves to a rational decision to make when situations at hand is transpire as if it did yesterday. They can't even make a decision to be better people. So when you put people in these positions like that, that's why we failing so tremendously in this lifetime, because people are in positions that they don't belong in. People are in situations that they don't belong in. If you in a leadership position and you have no leadership skills, you don't belong in that leadership position, because you can't handle situations when they arise as if you need to. If you a cop, if you in a situation where you, like these cops, it could be situations where they go to the scene and you can have a person that's irate, just like over the top doing it, whatever. And you as a cop go to the situation and you address the situation in a manner as the situation already transpiring. You address the situation in a hostile manner, and then it escalates and person get taken to jail, somebody get hurt, whatever the case may be. Those are not the people that belong in those situations, because in a situation like that, you're supposed to know how to de-escalate the situation and bring it back down to where it need to be. And a lot of these people don't know that. People in the CEOs, you work beside the CEO, they know all the tips and the gimmicks. They won't tell you nothing just so they can keep it a secret, so they can feel like they're in authority, so they can feel like they're doing something. But when you're in real leadership and you're a CEO of a situation, you teach your people what you know in case you need them to step up to the plate. But see, everybody's so selfish and scared for other people to get above them, for other people to get a position where they are. They're gonna keep all the things that that you need to succeed away from you, and it's sad. It's very sad in this world how things transpire like this. So people, I said all that to say this: people are in positions that they don't belong in. People are in positions where they can't handle the position. People are in situations where they shouldn't be in these situations. And I'm just all over the place. I'm really ranting. I have no specific topic to talk about. It's just baffles me how things transpire in life. It's baffles me how things go. But God has not left my side. He keeps telling me, keep going, Kosha. You almost can see it. You almost can feel it. You almost can touch it. Keep going, because one day God gonna bless me tremendously. Well, I'm already blessed. Thank you, God. But that breakthrough gonna come, and when it comes, it's gonna open up wide, open wide up. God is using me. This is my season. This is my time. God is using me. He's putting all these things in my way, and I don't know what to do. And to the point where I feel like I'm just, I'm overwhelmed. It's so many things, like, I have to pay attention to. I have to pay attention to all the bad situations that arise in my life and expect me to go one way, but I got to keep God in mind and go the other way. I got to keep passing my tests. I can't fail. He's not looking for me to fail. He's looking for me to keep on passing them tests and doing what I need to do, so he can bless me what I need to be blessed with. Y'all, literally, I'm all over the place. My mind is in 100 different places right now. I feel like it. But my mind is my mind is all over the place. I got so much on my mind. Being supportive, being there, being able to, help out where I can. Being a good sister, being a good mom, being a good wife, being a good aunt. Y'all don't know. It's so much going on in my mind. It is so much going on in my head. I am so tired. I'm gonna let you guys go because I got a lot on my mind. I can't get my thoughts together. I can't say what I want to say. I just gotta get out of this. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Let's go.